Everything is difficult. Help me help you. Girl, what you trying to do? Cause I don't got a clue.
Good morning folks, and welcome to another episode of JCTV. Today we got a box to show you. I've had this one for a while, but it's taken me a while to get round to actually recording the video. I've had loads to catch up with and various personal bullshit going on. But anyway, what it is Legions of Collector, the Titans box. Now, a lot of you that know me will know that I'm massive into the Teen Titans. My favourite probably comic book ever, and it's got my favourite character Nightwing in there, and also one of my favourite villains, Deathstroke the Terminator, who's become very popular in recent years. Yeah, I'll crack it open, I'll show you what's inside. So I do know, but I've seen all the spoilers and whatnot, but I'll show you all the same, and you can have a look and tell me what you think. So, we're going to get to the main reason I wanted it, because I knew this was probably going to be the one that they were going to do. If I can dig him out. Come on, you little son of a whatnot. And it is Nightwing in his 1990s get up. Absolutely fantastic. I wanted the Daub set that they did with Deathstroke, but unfortunately I can never get hold of it. So I'm happy enough with this, and if they do an old school Deathstroke, yes, I would definitely want one. So it's all in good nick. Very, very nice. As I said before, I don't know where my little turntable's gone, otherwise I'd show you this a bit better. I will have to dig it out for another video. It's probably buried under a mountain of junk somewhere. So, there we are. It's pretty cool. You can sort of tell it's sort of like the 80s, 90s style, can't you? Just because of the sort of the fashion thing with the big collar and all the rest of it and that. And it's almost like sort of like some kind of I don't know, Michael Jackson Thriller sort of rip-off kind of thing. Saturday Night Fever, all that. But you know, I bloody love Nightwing. He's such a great character. And what they did with him as Nightwing has been so much better than they ever did with Robin. You know, I was never really a Robin fan, but I was like the Dick Grayson character, if that makes sense. So yeah, but anyway, he's very nice. Definitely going to be one of my favourites. Okay, next up we have some figures. Now I have got some Titans figures already, but these look a little bit different. I think they're smaller as well, and kind of a bit old school, I suppose you might say. So there we go. We got Cyborg. I believe there were 4 of these, but I can't remember what ones there were. I will have to dig out my originals that I've got and try and show those off to you one day, but when that's going to be I don't know, because it's a really great big unit and all my pop figures are stacked on top of it, so I'd have to clear all that off, empty it, blah 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 blah. Anyway, that's that. And then we have Coriander herself, Starfire. Yeah, so again, same on the back, yeah. I think they did, was it Raven and Beast Boy? I can't remember, I'll find out later. I've got a card later, which is this thing here, and I'll show you later. We got ourselves a set of prints, I believe. There we go. Now, I've not had a proper look at these. They do look really nice though, some great artwork on here. Let's see if I can open these without wrecking them. Or is it? Oh no, it's not a print at all. It is in fact a special comic. So there you go, live and learn. I did not realise that. And it's right, it's a reprint of the first issue of New Teen Titans. So that's quite nice. So I've got the original, anyway. But I do like that. That's very nice. That's a definite keeper. I love the artwork. I don't know who that's by. I don't know if it says. Can't see. Oh, covering all material. This is about copyrights. No, I can't see that it says. It probably does somewhere. If anyone knows, you can certainly tell me. And they've got like a bit of a who's who, yeah, and also a little thing on the Titans Tower. There we go. So that's really nice. I like that. And came with a backing board of a sort. I'd probably get a different one, but that's nice. Yeah, I can quite happily have that. I didn't realise it was comic. I thought it was an art print. We got the patch, the Cyborg again. It's really a real shame that they stopped doing the pins, because I thought their pins were pretty good. I haven't kept, I didn't keep all of the ones I had, but I thought they were quite nice, and I would have loved a decent Titans pin. That would have been really nice. Yeah. Anyway, the last item is your T-shirt. Thankfully, it's a T-shirt, not bloody socks. I hate damn socks of any type. But here we go. I'll dig it out for you a minute, and you can see it properly. Get it around the right way. There we go. It is Gar Logan himself, Beast Boy, or Changeling as he was back in the day. Well, he's Beast Boy, then Changeling, and they changed it back to Beast Boy and whatever, right? And they made him a proper teenager again, all the rest of it, with Rebirth and all that malarkey. But that's a nice T-shirt. I'll definitely be wearing that one. He's a good character, and they really need, and they've kind of been playing with him a bit, but they really need to get the relationship between Cyborg and Garfield going again, because it was great chemistry. Yeah, they were always ripping on each other, like mates do, always ripping on each other, but at the end of the day they were always there for each other and cared about each other a lot. They're, almost like brothers, really. So I hope DC go back and they do that. So they've been kind of teasing it, but we'll see. So yeah, anyway, that's it. So we got the T-shirt, we got the pop, we got a couple of figures, yeah, the patch, the comic, yeah, and I will just have a little look at the card, whatever hell I've done with it. Bear that I am. I probably dropped it on the floor somewhere. Well, how's that gone? Right, okay, that's very strange. It's gone walkabout, because it was bloody there, because I picked it up when you saw it. Oh, well, it has fallen on the floor. Fucking donut. Right, okay. A lot of you would have seen this already. This is what the next box was going to be, Green Lantern. There's actually quite a good box, so if you want to check out some other people's videos, I recommend you do so. And if you can get the box, you're a big Green Lantern fan, I really urge you to get that box. I'm not a Green Lantern fan, but I was tempted. Anyway, yeah, so what you got was the Nightwing figure, the reprint comic book, I should have recognised that. Phil Jimenez, or how do you pronounce his name? Yeah, I knew I recognised the artwork. He's a really, really good artist who's very well known for doing title stuff. So that was awesome. Yeah, the 4 figures you could have got were Cyborg and Starfire, which I got, and then it was Nightwing and Raven. So I'll show you the back of the card there, and they say you've got the T-shirt as well. So if anyone has got Raven and Nightwing, I want to swap them. Very much like to hear from you, you know, or I'll buy them off you, whatever. Because it would be nice to have the set of 4. Yeah, that's it really. So a really, really good box. I'm very, very pleased with it. Still waiting to hear what's going on with the Funko subscription boxes, because they are going to be now exclusive to stores rather than available online. We don't know which ones. We don't know if we're going to get them in the UK or not. I'm hoping places like Pop Shop Elgin, which is where I got this one from, and Collect, places like that are still going to be able to get hold of them. And then, you know, maybe Smith's Toys will get an exclusive over here. That would be really cool. You know, obviously they're not going to be Toys R Us now, which is a shame, but there we are. Yeah, so that's it for another video. I can't think of anywhere else to say. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please pass the word around and let everyone you know about JCTV. In the meantime, I shall catch you later. Cheers.